MRecktv. Peace to the Wreck Mob. We live. Breaking news. The cop that unalive Sonya Massey has disrespected her in the afterlife. We gonna get to that. We got the video. Run the likes up. Salute to the Wreck Mob. This is a tragic situation. I got SJ in the building. I'm gonna run the video of the cop speaking on his body cam after the shooting took place. Call me up because I want my ladies on this. I want my homies on this. I want cops all over the world that's on this because they all tuned in because I be seeing them at events and they all be saluting me. This is the time for you to call up. Y'all don't have to give your badge number or what precinct you work at or whatever. Call me up. This is a serious situation. I need all my melanated people and just people in general. This is very disturbing, tragic. I mean, every horrible, every evil, every possible word you could think of. This is that, and we gotta address it. And I was just trying to really assess everything because I saw it yesterday, and yeah, today I'm ready to address it and have everybody that's tapped in on it. All right. So on that note, let's get right to the video. Run the likes up. We got people on Facebook. We got people on Twitch. We got people on YouTube. Run the likes up. Shantae's in here. Run the likes up. Salute to the Wreck Mob. SJ's in here. Also, let me all my ladies in here. Salute to the Wreck Mob. So yeah, let me get right to that video. Rest in peace, first and foremost, Sonya Massey. All right. And yeah, let's get to the video. 1 second. I got y'all. Got it right here. Boom. Run the likes up as soon as you come in the room. I know YouTube probably going, suppress the video, but it don't even matter. This is more important than any numbers. Doing my duty for my peoples. Let's get it.
Anything else suspect? Me. Oh, I didn't know what happened. Yeah, I'm good. This fucking bitch is crazy.
Crazy. Very disrespectful. Just killed this lady, executed this woman in cold blood. And the first thing you say when they ask you, I guess, how you doing? Yeah, I'm good. F&B is crazy. Like, at this point, it's like, how do you, I don't even know how to take that. I don't even know how, I don't know. I'm trying to, getting a little upset here. But, let me get back to it.
He's got tape.
I think I got to roll.
Let me bring it back, y'all.
I need cranks included around the house if you guys can. But other than that, that's I think it.
Anything else suspect? Me. Oh, I didn't know what happened. Yeah, I'm good. This fucking bitch is crazy.
He's got tape.
I think I got to roll.
I got something coming up.
Yeah, somebody just left this in a comment, and I agree. Straight devil. Like I said, it's evil. And if you know the word devil, you know the word evil is in devil. It's just a D in front of it. So this was straight evil, straight devil. Salute to SJ. SJ, talk to me. Um, I got my co-host SJ in the building. All right, hold on 1 second. SJ, you good over there?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. I'm about to put the image on the screen of Sonya. Where's it at? What's going on? Here we go. Yeah, so I'm gonna open up the lines as well. Y'all can call up with your thoughts, your commentary. Um, y'all can leave it in the chat room. We're gonna read it. We also what I'm gonna have SJ doing today and the near future, the comments that's on like these platforms like the neighborhood talk. We're gonna start reading those as well. We're gonna read the rec mob comments and we're gonna read the neighborhood talk comments and people because we want to get the posts of the people and how they feeling out there. You know what I mean? So we're gonna so SJ, yesterday, I believe you sent me this yesterday morning, right? Correct?
Or was it this morning? First of all, salute to the
Salute.
rec mob.
Yes. Salute to the rec mob, salute to you. How you feeling? You good?
I'm good. No need to complain, right?
Nah. We don't need to complain.
Exactly.
We blessed. We grateful.
Yes, indeed.
We grateful. So yesterday was Monday. I may have saw it either early Monday or maybe late Sunday. I don't remember. But when you sent me the text with this link, um, what was your first thoughts seeing this?
It was very heartbreaking. It was anger. It was your heart goes out to her family who has to see this because, again, it's all over social media. So it's something that they will be reliving over and over again. And it continues to remind us of the type of society we're living in. It goes back to what you was talking about last week in regards to accountability.
Correct.
And so here we see a lot of things happening um, that you wonder the reason and you try to figure out how could this have ever made sense, and you can't make sense out of this. You know, there's no excuse for this. It's like you're giving a narcissist, you're putting a narcissist in a uniform.
Mm, correct.
You know, again, I have no words to really, I feel, describe on all levels of what this is.
Correct. I don't know why people saying what one person said to speak up, but I could hear you loud and clear, but maybe because I got you in the headphones and I've turned up.
That's Kima. So,
Okay.
uh, I, anyone else?
No, I can hear you loud and clear. Can you hear SJ loud and clear? Like I can hear her, but I'm gonna exclude myself because I got headphones on and she's coming through the board. Can y'all hear her loud and clear on your phones or your computer or whatever? Put a thumbs up if you can. I appreciate that because Kima said for SJ to speak up, or maybe I need to speak up. I see people say, people say she good, loud and clear. You good? Yes. Tripping. Kima, they say you tripping. You tripping like you taking a first class flight, Trima. Kima. That's what they said. Thumbs up. I don't know. She might got one of those
Well, no, somebody said, speak up, stop trying to talk cute. Oh,
oh wow.
that's,
Speak
but
up.
that's okay. Everyone's
Stop trying
entitled
to
to their feelings.
stop trying to talk cute.
Uh,
You might want to take that back.
It's okay.
You know what I know. You might want to take that back.
That's okay. We just gonna tell her or he or she, thank you for sharing.
Exactly. Run those likes up. YouTube is not going to really promote and recommend this video, but we doing this, for our peoples. Let's just say that. You know what I mean? This is a tragic situation. And my bad. You got rudely interrupted by people saying they couldn't hear you. I'm sorry. So SJ, I want you to finish your thought. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. I said all that I wanted to say.
Hold on 1 second. The calls is coming in. One
Okay,
second.
going on mute.
Peace.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, Diana, what's happening? How you feeling? I'm good.
I'm okay. I was calling. I just got tuned in, and I was wondering, had anybody spoke on? They tried to say that she shot herself.
Yeah, we was gonna get into that. I got the video of the father addressing that. So I'm gonna play that. I just want to take a few calls. So when you heard the news, what was your first reaction?
When I heard the news, I drove over there.
Oh wow.
Oh, yeah.
Where's the location? Where's the location at?
I live in Indiana.
Okay.
And they're in about 4 hours. But
wow, you drove 4 hours?
Mm-hmm. And then he had been fired from other police departments around the area, and they hired him back again.
Oh wow.
And to other places, but he went in with this intent, I believe, because he didn't have his camera on. So he intended to do something unsavory, else he would have had his own camera on. If it wasn't for the other guy's camera, the father even said he thought that the intruder had killed his daughter.
Correct.
But then to sit and look at this monster killing, shot her right and told her, and then killed her. And this is who she called for help. But he had a bad attitude when he got there. He should have stayed home that day if he didn't feel like going to work. But anyway, a lot of people just missed that they lied and said it was a self-inflicted wound. Mm-hmm. It's just how far will they go to cover up mess?
Correct.
And it's unnecessary. But that's it. I just call for that.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Yep.
All right.
Good night.
Good night.
Mm-hmm.
Deacon Weasel, I'm calling you now. Or call back. The line is open, Deacon. Shouts to Deacon Weasel. Shouts to everybody tuned in, man. We talking Sonya Massey being murdered in her own home for calling police for protection because she thought it was an intruder, I believe, trying to break into a car or home, or maybe the combination of both. And then next thing you know, she's being integrated. It was beyond questions because the energy was bad from the gate, like Diana said, the caller that just called. The energy, homie energy was off. The cop, he not even homie. The devil energy was off from the gate. Okay? If you look at the video. Everything was off with him. They came in there, from the rip with these questions of integration with somebody that was calling them for help. And she wound up getting murdered, like literally maybe a minute after, who knows, minutes after. And it makes you, we already don't trust the police, the cops, but now people gonna second guess even more to call the cops because they don't want to wind up in this type of tragic situation. Like it's so many layers to this. How is this still going on in 2024? Run the lights up. Peace. Peace.
Peace, my brother M.Reck. Happy Tuesday, and the
Yeah.
deacon here with you.
What's
Yes,
happening?
sir,
Happy
brother.
Tuesday, my brother. What's
Hey,
going on?
Hey, man, brother. Yes, sir. The deacon just filmed the movie, brother, so I had to come on in, brother. Yes, sir.
Oh, salute to that.
Man,
Salute to that. Congrats, my brother.
brother, me and Jose. Yeah. Man, well, brother, yes, sir. You be on the lookout for it, brother. It's gonna be hitting every VHS and every Goodwill and thrift store.
No doubt.
Yes, sir. But brother, man, we need to put this in Kamala's hands. Kamala Harris, since she running for president, brother, why don't we just go on and lay this weight in her hands? Because she's for women. She says she's for women.
Mhm.
And they already trying to start this gender war up. So hey, let's see what the first whatever culture she is president gonna do. Because everybody always got an opinion when it comes to us. Let's make her work. You work. Now see, M.Reck, this is what we need to do. Now that this voting thing going on, we don't know if Joe Biden's still alive or if he's dead or whatever. But brother, she's running for office. Now, anything that we do as men, especially black men, all that's getting pulled up now. They trying to make this out of something it don't need to be, but make this important situation of this woman getting gunned down by a police, make her put the weight in her hands. She got the power to do something. Make her earn her vote. Black women, if you support this woman, but you just can't support her just because of her color and not make her do no work. It don't go this way.
That's a fact.
Yes, sir, M.Reck. So
let me ask you this, though. Let me ask you this.
Yes, sir.
When you first heard the news of Sonya Massey being murdered on camera, how did it affect you?
M.Reck, the deacon gonna be honest with you, cause boy, look at him, me and you my brother, and I love you, and we love each other. So, brother, I'm deaf is so, and I hate to say this, and I ask God to not let it, but it seems like I'm so used to death that I got PTSD. Everybody who I grew up with and loved, even with this lady, it's just, and I'm scared because I don't want our black children to think that these things this is how it's supposed to be, because them the only images that I see besides us killing each other is them killing us or the police. So and I wasn't used to all of this until social media came out, and now where we at in this world right now, and we have to change. This is why I salute you and everybody, because not only do you let us do the comedy, but now this is something that's important. So we as the people, and I don't care, like I tell folks, even though I'm for Trump, we got to get something out of our vote. We cannot go into this like this with these same things, because it's only happening to us. It's amazing how YouTube pull your video down if you ask if Joe Biden's still alive, but they'll have this up for this woman getting shot in her face with some grits or hot water. They'll leave that video up. Yes, sir. But anything with a message that you and Babs or anybody posts, they'll snatch it down in a heartbeat. But we know these things. And I'm so tired of us being against each other. And I feel any woman that's listening with common sense, make Miss Harris do the work. If she wants y'all to vote for her, she's claiming all this ethnicity. She's saying she is right now. And that we didn't see her in 4 years. Now let's see what she gonna be. If you for black women, you need to do something then. Right now, don't come at us. You come at them police and stuff. But we do need that reparations too now. But you need to do something about this, because you got the power. And if she don't do anything, don't vote for her. Because it's time for us to stop playing. Yeah. We don't care nothing about her. Yes, sir. What college she went to, what color Jordan she wore, or what kind of Popeye's chicken she ate, or if Charlemagne at the break. Man, we don't give a dog about that. We want some change. And this got to start with what happened with this woman. And if it ain't going to be that change, don't say nothing then.
That's a fact. My brother, yes, I appreciate you tapping in, and I appreciate your super chat. All right?
Oh, no problem. You need a deacon and going back on M.Reck, call me. I'm here listening.
I got you, my brother. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
All
Thank
right.
you, brother.
You're welcome. Thank you. Peace. That was the brother, Deacon Weezo. I'm gonna get into the video with her father explaining that when he was told about his daughter's, I want to say passing, but obviously it was a murder. She was murdered. They told her that it was the intruder. Then they said it was self-inflicted. So he heard like 3 different cover stories before they saw the actual body cam footage. All right. So I'm gonna get to that, and then me and SJ is gonna speak on the situation. Hold on, let me stop this other video from behind it. All right, let me pull up that video with the father explaining what the police told him at first. All right, let's get it.
We return now to the very tragic story of a woman killed by a sheriff's deputy after she called 911 asking for help. Now, the body cam footage, we showed it to you earlier, shows the encounter between 36-year-old Sonya Massey and Deputy Sean Grayson in Springfield, Illinois. The mother of 2 had called 911 to report a suspected prowler outside her home earlier this month. Grayson has pleaded not guilty to first-degree murder. Joining us now is Sonya's father. His name is James Wilburn, along with civil rights attorney Benjamin Crump, who is representing the family. Good morning to you both. I want to start with you, Mr. Wilburn, because this video that we saw earlier was heartbreaking to those of us who didn't even know Sonya. I cannot imagine what it is like for you to have known your daughter the way that you did. And I know when these stories happen, it's just another story in the news. But for you, I always say the victim was somebody's everything. So before we get into the details of the case, please tell us what she was like and what you're missing most about her. Who was she?
She was one of my 4 daughters. I don't think that looking at that tape with my old heart from before 2022, I had quadruple heart bypass surgery and I suffered from congestive heart failure. But I don't think my old heart could have taken this.
You know, I'm hearing that you were told conflicting stories. What were you told, the circumstances of this shooting?
Well, I was never told that it was a deputy-involved shooting. We were under the impression that she was killed by the intruder or some other person from the street or something, and they just went in there and found her dead body. I did not find out that the deputies killed her until my brother asked for Sonya's address, and I gave it to him. And he said, "Brother, this says deputies involved." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" But we were all misled to believe that. And then there was a story that this was self-inflicted, a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Oh, my goodness.
So I think the cover-up started from just right after it happened. And thank God for the body camera footage. It's probably the most horrible and heart-wrenching thing that we've ever seen in our lives. But if it were not for the body cam footage, we would not have known that this occurred.
Yes, I say thank goodness too for that body cam footage, because we in the video it clearly shows she was not approaching him with steaming hot water, number one, which is what he said at the beginning. When he was asked about the gun, clearly there was no gun. She had said to the officer, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus," which seemed to set him off. What do you think she meant? What does that mean? What was going on that you think that she would say those words to him?
I think that she feared for her life. There was some premonition that she had. And it seems like he was just an emissary of Satan. And that's what caused him to do what he did. It's just unexplainable.
Yeah.
Attorney Crump, it's Vlad here. I want to ask you about the reports that Officer Grayson was now working at his 6th police department in just under 4 years. What have you learned about that? And to the point that Mr. Woodburn is making and that Gail was just talking about, what does it say to you that the first thing that we hear Officer Grayson say after he has killed Sonya is, she was coming at me with boiling water?
You know, it's just no justification, no matter what he tries to say. We see this video with our own eyes. And Vlad, this is one of the worst videos of a police shooting ever. I mean, he did not have to shoot her. And you see him, even though he's trying to say he wasn't going to have this boiling water get to him, he actually walks around the counter and engages to get a better shot. And that's what the state attorney's investigation found, that he actually engaged her. He could have done so many things to not shoot her in the face. He could have backed up. He could have used taser. I mean, it was the size difference. Vlad and Gail, he's over two times as big as her. She's 5'1", 110 pounds. He's like 6'5", 260 pounds. It's just senseless and god-awful.
Mr. Crump, it's Tony DeCopel. We've talked to you on numerous occasions in cases like this. There have been others as well. And yet you're right, this is a particularly shocking video. What do you think the larger issue is? Why do we keep having these conversations? Why do we keep seeing these videos?
We certainly think it's the implicit bias that permeates in American society now. And when we think about what's going on with the presidential politics in 2020, it was the George Floyd torture video that galvanized people in our community to act. In 2024, I believe it's going to be the Sonya Massey shooting video that galvanizes people in our community to act, because, as Mr. James said, this so-called police officer should have never been on the sheriff's force. He had 2 DUIs, and he had went from multiple police departments, like Vlad said. And that is a question. Why was he even on the force? We agree with the judge at the bond hearing. He is a threat to public safety.
Ben, there are so many questions here. Looking at this video,
Mic check, mic check. We back. SJ, you there?
I'm here.
Okay, so I don't know if you saw these videos earlier, but I wanted to inform people that they initially was trying to cover up what really happened. And they told the father that the intruder shot and killed his daughter. Then they also said it was self-inflicted. And then, you know, watching the video, first and foremost, right, the cop told her to turn the boiling water off. All right, she was sitting. He initially told her to find her ID, right? And that's strange because she was the one that called the cops. Right? So they putting her through the ringer when she was the one that called the cops. And then he told her turn the boiling water off. And that's when everything went haywire for whatever reason, because his energy was bad coming in through the door. Like, he came there with bad energy. Run the likes up, y'all. Salute to the Rec Mob. So, SJ, what are your thoughts? You know, just assessing everything, the video, the interview with the father, and just everything. Talk
I
to me.
definitely agree with you. I definitely agree with the callers that called in. Definitely this person has a lot of trauma, has some issues going on, could be just pure evil. Because clearly looking at the video, she didn't pose a threat. She was the one who made the call. They were having a conversation with her to have your guns drawn the whole time. If you felt like she had any form of mental health issue, did they try to call and get a mental professional in on site? There's so many things that could have been done differently. This was the last route. That it doesn't even make sense. His behavior doesn't even go with the situation that was presented at hand in real time in which he was in. And of course, they're going to cover their tracks.
Facts. Um, it's unfortunate that this happened. It's almost like, in a sense, you wish she didn't call the cops. But she was calling the cops, obviously, because it was an intruder that broke into her car, I believe, because
Mm-hmm.
windows were smashed.
Mm-hmm.
So she was scared for her life from the beginning. You know what I mean? Like, when you think of how everything played out and all the information that's accessible to us, she called the cops because she heard somebody breaking into a car, broken her cars. I don't know how it played out, but then she's murdered minutes after they come into a house. And she did everything he asked rather, because it was mostly him, the partner. And then the whole backing up to get a better shot is just crazy. Like, first and foremost, she never had the hot water in her hand. It wasn't like she grabbed it and said, I'm gonna throw this hot water on your cracker ass or your devil ass. She never even, like you said, she never posed a threat. Not one time. But she must have definitely felt his energy, because she said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, even he didn't try to diffuse any type of situation that he had created in his head. If he thought she was going to possess any harm, like, you didn't hear him try to help calm anything down. I'm going to go on mute.
Peace. We got callers calling up crazy right now at the same time. Peace.
Yo, what up, Rat?
What's going on? State your name, where you calling from, and keep it clean. And we got to get to all these other callers because they calling up crazy right now. Let's get it.
No doubt. My name Mason, man. I'm a New York, Jersey boy. I just want to say something real fast.
Mm-hmm.
I will vote for Trump, right? But here's the thing: he wants to give police officers absolute immunity, and I think that would be a disaster for us. This police
definitely.
officer right here, he wouldn't be arrested right now. You know what I mean? That's all. I
Nah,
appreciate it.
I'm glad you brought up that point. We're going to talk about that. Thank you, my brother.
Yeah, peace.
All right, peace. All right, all other callers, the line is back open. Butter, I see you call 470-792. I see you call. The line is open. Let's get it. Peace. Run the likes up too. Run the likes up. As soon as you come in the room, run the likes up. Peace.
Peace. What up, M.Reck?
Everything good. Mute your audio, my brother.
Can you hear me, brother?
Yeah, I can hear you. Mute your audio.
Oh, yeah, it's muted. It's muted.
Okay, let's get it.
It's echo?
Yeah, I hear echo. I think that's what it is. But
My bad. I'm just put you on speakerphone. I was on my Bluetooth. My bad. All right, so the situation is this, man. Okay, so I'm Crypto with Gregor in the chat. I'll be popping in, popping out, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody. But look, if you look at the video, the body cam, you can see she already felt the presence of the demons inside of him. Like the devil minions are working. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's wide open right now. You feel me? As she was on the couch, she told him to reach for the Bible because she knew it. She said, yo, grab that for me real quick.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? She said, grab that Bible for me.
Mm.
You feel me?
Mm.
And yo, he wasn't even supposed to be an officer anyway. He had like 2 or 3 DUI convictions.
Wow.
Right? He been in like 2 or 3 or 4 different police departments already. So they already messed up. You know what I'm saying? They already messed up.
Facts.
And the other, and then he didn't have no body cam on.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and so, you know, luckily the other guy ran inside of the house because he was looking out. He was looking like, damn, why did he go in the house? Because if you see, before he even got in the house, he was like, okay, bye, we see you later. Enjoy your night. But he knew the asshole cop was on that bullshit because he's possessed. You could tell. And I guarantee he got. I was looking at the tattoos. He probably one of them Aryan Nation dudes. You know what I'm saying? You got to peep all of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to peep all of that.
Nah, I'm definitely about to analyze everything. I'm still assessing everything, but I appreciate you tapping in, my brother. Appreciate you. All right.
Yes, sir, brother. Yes,
All
sir.
right,
Peace.
Peace. Got Goddess on the line.
Hey, peace.
Peace. Everything good? Hold on 1 second. We need everybody to run the likes up, y'all, because YouTube is suppressing this video due to, you already know. You know what I mean? We ain't got to go into it. You know why they suppressing the videos. But if we was talking about Diddy or some other nonsense with these celebrities, you know, the numbers would be up crazy. But that's why we got to run the likes up, share this live with all your social media. We locked in on Facebook, we locked in on Twitch, we locked in on YouTube. So Goddess, speak to the people.
So I'm so devastated by what I just saw. I didn't even know about this, what's going on.
Oh, you didn't know about this?
No, until I just yeah.
Wow.
And all I want to say is, melanated people, we in for a bumpy ride. It's gonna be like it's never been seen before. You know, some of us know what that looks like, but now it's what it's going to be like. So take care of your health, get your spirituality up, be consistent. You know, it's going to be devastating, and we don't do nothing about it. That's why it keeps happening. We don't have no real leaders. They know that though, so they do this. This was intentional. It was no accident. And it's just a little test to see what y'all gonna do. And then we don't do nothing, so it just gets worse and worse, and it will continue to be that way. However, it doesn't make it all right. It doesn't make it okay, but it's time for something else, something that they've never seen before in this lifetime. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
I appreciate you. Thank you for calling. All right. Peace. Call me up. This is the time to call up. We need everybody to speak their piece. This is the time. This is, you know, out of all the shows, this is an important show. Peace. And if I miss your call, I'll call you back or just keep calling. You'll get through. Just know there's a lot of people calling. So we got Butter on the line. Yo, Butter, let them know where you from. And we got a lot of people calling, so we got to get to a lot of callers. Let's get it, Butter.
Nah, I already know, man. I'm from North New Jersey, man.
Yes, sir.
Well, look, man. That right there, man. It hurt my heart. You feel me? Because I got daughter. You feel me? And stuff like that. I agree with the last caller said we in a bumpy ride, and I feel like this was going to happen if we get Trump in. I mean, this ain't got nothing to do with politics, but what I'm saying is this is what I see is gonna happen. You get what I'm saying? Look how that guy was talking. He was talking and acting like he was playing a video game. You get what like some of these and not to, it ain't a color thing, it's just a people thing. Like that boy went up in there and he already knew what he was going to do. He already knew. He done that before, to be honest. But, I don't want to hold you up. I know you got mad callers, man, but, rest in peace, man. My heart goes out to her family, man.
That's a fact. I appreciate you calling, brother. Salute. Peace.
Salute.
Let's get it. The lines is open, y'all. Call me up, 310-598-2974. This is the time to speak your piece on this situation with Sonya Massey. All right? Let's get it. 843. We got you on the line. You've been calling. Salute. I appreciate your patience.
What's up, my brother? This is Jay in Carolina, J Hood.
Carolina J Hood in the building. Talk to me, my brother.
Hey, bro. You know, I just found out about that earlier today. Just like the young lady was saying, she just found out there, and then, you know, I checked in and see your notification. To see you got that on popping on YouTube. But hey, we got to remember. You remember we seen this before, man. You remember when Obama was going out of chair, and you see all that stuff start happening. You know, like a lot of us start getting murdered, all these senseless shooting by these cops. I'm trying to tell you, everybody talking about Trump, 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 Trump. I'm in the South, bro. I'm down here in South Carolina. That man is not for us. You thinking that he is, and he gonna save the economy, he gonna do this, he gonna do that. But if it's about to be crazy out here, and I'm gonna try to tell y'all, a lot of y'all ladies, y'all need to go ahead and scrap up, get y'all concealed weapons, stop carrying your guns, stop calling these police, because a lot of them coming with no good intention, because a lot of these cats out here, man, are Aryan Nation and white supremacy are on the cop folks. And I was at work today, and I had one of my co-workers say, not, you know what I'm saying, a different skin. He said, yeah, if Trump don't win, it's going to get crazy out here. I said, so what you talking about? He said, yeah, it's going to be a civil war. I'm like, man, bro, look. He be like, nah, I'm telling you. He said, I'm telling you to your face. We better be open our eyes. Hey, bro, M.Reck yourself as a brother, me and you. We got to be more careful how we move now. Because Kamala Harris in the chair, and them folks don't like that. And these cats going to be out here coming at us real strong. And you might start doing a lot of these videos because it's about to get crazy. Just like that young lady say, it's going to get crazier. I'm going to let you go ahead and get to your next caller, all right?
All right, no doubt.
All right.
All right, peace. I didn't want to get political, but I don't know if a lot of y'all informed, but there's a bigger plan. You know what I mean? With homegirl getting voted in. Like, you gotta know what she was doing beforehand. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she was behind a lot of our people being in prison. So, you know, like, I don't want to get too deep, but you gotta know. If you know, you know. But we'll build on that later. Peace.
Peace. M.Reck City.
What's going on? Talk to me, Dion.
Dion from North Carolina, man. It's another hashtag. I was thinking about how many people I could think of that was killed in their own home. From Bolton John to the other girl, like, dude called in the police in Atlanta, Ty Tribbett, gospel singer cousin, called the police. They came to his residence. No, he was on the highway. And then they shot him, and all he had was his drumsticks, just left church. It's like they come to our houses, man. I remember police pulled up in front of my house, and my cousin was high. We were taking the trash out. I told my cousin to shut the fuck up. And they was like, what y'all doing? I said, man, I'm just keeping out the trash. It was 7 of them, bro. They jumped out of a van. I'll never forget that. This was at midnight. We had 2 bras over here, like, walking down the stairs, taking the trash out. So, man, what you gonna do when them cops come for you? We gotta stay ready, man.
Yeah.
Get right with God, too, man, because it's crazy times we're living in. And I'm around white people all the time. And I keep it real. I perform and entertain, but sometimes I get off on a politic note, and I might say something that they nod their head to. You know, they don't agree 100%, but they feel where I'm coming from. You know what I'm saying? The only way we can unite is by us calling a spade a spade. You know what I mean? We got to have these tough conversations. And yeah, you're right. Harris, when she was senator, she was putting a lot of black men in prison. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And she ain't black enough.
Come on now.
I don't even think she's black, period. But my thing is Trump. Now he's giving police immunity. When I heard the story, I thought she had got killed in the same city as Trump. Because that was the case. I remember Trump said, "Where my black people at the convention?" It was only one person that clapped. I said, "Damn, I wish he gave me a bag. I would have been in that motherfucker with some niggas." Excuse my French, but I'm just saying.
No doubt, my
it's
brother.
It's crazy times we're living in, brother. You got to just stay prayed up. It's a sad day, and the police in that whole city need to be sued, man, for real.
Man, crazy. My brother, I appreciate you calling, all right?
I appreciate your platform, brother. Double deuces and bubbles.
Yes, sir. Peace.
I cannot this nigga.
Yo, Deacon Weezo.
Yes, sir. M.Reck. Oh, the South Carolina dude. I couldn't let him just talk. No. I hate misinformed Negroes, man. That's well. Yes, sir. M.Reck. I don't know. Man, I'm so angry, man. I just heard that. I wasn't supposed to hear that. But man, I don't. M.Reck, is the show still? Can the Deacon just? Oh man, I can say something. Let me take a little breather. Now my breath smells good. So yeah, man. Oh man. But no. And brother M.Reck, can I be honest, man? We getting killed no matter who the president is.
That's
like,
the fact. That's another thing. Like, you know, they try to blame everything on Trump. Trump not even in office, and he's still getting the blame. You know what I mean? That's the problem with folks. Like, let's take accountability. Trump is not in office. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, I'm about to jump out this car, man, brother. Yes, sir. And that's what I'm saying. Like how? Like they not even. What about his local? What about the local administration that they have in her county, her town? Why don't they get involved with that? You know, because regardless of anything, like you said, M.Reck, we still have to be responsible on a local and a national level. Trump. Like for them to be misinformed and to blame, just like they trying to blame Trump for this whole 25, this paperwork crap that don't even make no sense at all. And I hate that you know we those are Democrat ran cities and towns. Where that lady was murdered at, that's a Democrat. That whole town in Indiana. So why don't they look at where these people are getting gunned down at? Obama made more laws to help the police kill us than to help the police not kill us. Didn't he say Trayvon Martin was his son if they looked alike? So what in the heck is they talking about? Putting Trump in the mix of stuff. At least Trump acknowledging what we're going through as black people. Joe Biden, Kamala, nobody ain't acknowledging nothing.
No
and
doubt.
that's sad. People don't. Yes, sir. And real
Deacon,
quick, M.Reck.
because
Yes,
I got
sir.
so many people calling. But go ahead.
Oh, yes, sir. Y'all don't listen to these misinformed folks. Please, before you let them give y'all the wrong information, do your research. And don't forget to start with your local government. Don't listen to it, man. And Trump 2024, I swear, and the Deacon out. Yay.
No doubt, my brother. Peace. Call me up, y'all. I missed a lot of calls. I was trying to get to you. You know, it's one of me. Call me up. The lines is open now. All right. I'm changing the title because I see YouTube suppressing it. So, you know, it is what it is. Peace.
What's good, M.Reck? What's good, M.Reck?
Everything good,
Trap
my
the
brother.
Dawn.
Trap the Dawn. What's going on? Why your phone sound like that, bro? Sound like you
What it sound like?
I don't know. Sound different, but you good though. You good.
Yeah, I'm out in the desert, so my bad.
Okay. Now you good. It don't sound bad.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. First of all, you know, salute to the Reg Mob, salute to M.Reck, salute to SJ, salute to everybody calling in. I just want to say this is a sad situation. It's an unfortunate situation. And of course, you know, it is political season. Strange things are happening. You know, unfortunately, during political season, Black folks, we get murdered. We get tore up. And, you know, it's like one of the last callers said, when Barack was on his way out the door, I don't know if people remember, but black bodies were getting laid on the streets all over the country, left and right. And it was a bloodbath and it was unstoppable. Now, what I really want to focus on is, you know, we have all of this manosphere and gender war stuff going online. What I want to focus on is, yes, we need to focus on politics, but we need to focus on the home. We need to focus on our black men, our black women, our black children, the black household. I don't know this woman's situation. I don't know if she was married, single, but what I do know is that a woman called the police. There was not a man in the home. So black women and black men, this is an opportunity to talk. Every black content creator should be talking about the situation.
Facts.
Because this just goes to show how broken we are as a people, as a black society. If there was a man in the home, there's a high chance that she's not calling the police. There's a high chance that she's not losing her life. There's a high probability that she would still be here today.
Correct.
Now, you know, again, I don't know the full situation of what she had going on with the relationships, but I would say that black women, this is not a time for you to be out here being strong and independent. And black men, this ain't a time for y'all to be like, yo, I'll get my passport and I'm going over here. No, we got problems that we need to handle right here at home.
Agreed.
Now, you can make your own decision, live your life how you want to, but this is a case study that every black content creator should be talking about. M.Reck, I salute. I'm out.
No doubt, my brother. Great assessment, by the way. Trapped at dawn.
Yes, sir.
Man, that's my man, Trapped at dawn. Well put together, my brother. Great commentary. Call me up. I missed a lot of calls, so the line is open, y'all. 310-598-2974. 267-938. The line is open. 704-318. The line is open now. I missed a lot of calls. 850. All right, people left voicemails. Let me play these voicemails. L from Ohio. The line is open. You call, the line is open. Let's get it. Peace.
Yes, though.
You live.
Hello?
Yeah, you live. State your name, where you calling from. Run the likes up, y'all. Run the likes up, y'all. YouTube do not want this live to, be broadcasting right now. So run the likes up. All right, let's get it. Caller, you there? What's going on, man? 267-938. I don't know what happened to your call. Call back, homie. All right, let me get back to the voicemails. 704, I just played your voicemail. 704-318. I just played your voicemail. Tap back in. What is it? 704-318-08. I don't want to put your number out there, but yo, if you want to call back in, I'm going to play your voicemail again. Peace. Mute your audio.
Hey.
Mute your audio.
Hello?
Yes, mute your audio,
M.Reck.
please. Yes, you got to mute your audio.
I'm sorry. My bad. I'm looking at you at the same time. I was just trying to get on to discuss the incident about the young lady.
Not a problem. I appreciate you calling. State your name. Where you calling from?
I'm Queen, and I'm calling from North Carolina.
Queen from North Carolina on the line. What's happening with you, Queen?
Peace and blessings to everybody, especially to you, M.Reck. First and foremost, I want to thank you for your platform and the information that you share and provide to us. I am just so disturbed about, thank you, young man. I am so disturbed about this incident. And what we have to understand is there's two sets of rules for us in this world. There's rules for them, and then rules apply to us. Our rules don't apply to them. Their rules don't apply to us. So understand that. We will always, forever be targets of what's been going on for 400 centuries. And until we become together as one, as our melanated race, our people. I don't say black because I'm not black. You're not black. That's a title that was given to us.
Correct.
We're melanated beings, carbon beings.
Correct.
We have to understand that until we come together and unite to fight for what is right, we'll never have justice. We can rant and rave and think violence and, think that there's a way of doing things such as, going out here and shooting police officers. Well, what is that going to prove? What is that going to do for us in the future to come for our children? You know what I mean? So this situation could have been handled in so many different ways. That officer, he came in, he maybe he had a grudge against melanated people, whether it be man or woman. He didn't address it right. It was not handled right. And it's going to be a constant thing that's going to always go on. It doesn't matter who's in the office. We have to stand together and fight for what is right. Correct. And until we do that and understand that and not be against one another, then we may seek some justice. But I'm sorry for the loss of this young lady. Unfortunately, she's not the first. She won't be the last. And it's sad to say that.
Well, let me.
But we have to think of.
Let me say this, because
yes,
I love your assessment. Now, in that situation, if it was you, right? What could have? I don't even want to give no excuse because she didn't do nothing wrong. But if you was in that situation, how would it played out?
It's hard to say that. It's hard to say what you would do or what could have, been done until you are actually in that situation. I've never been in that type of situation before.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So that's a kind of like a hard thing to answer until you're in that moment. You don't know how you're going to respond. You don't know how you're going to react. We can all be civil. We have to coexist on this world, but the way it was handled, it could have been handled different. She called for help.
Yes.
She called because she thought it was a prowler. It should have been addressed that way. Whether the hot water was on the stove boiling, he asked her to turn it off.
Correct.
That's what she went to do. You know what I mean? So how it went from 0 to 10, I'm just confused and baffled, just like everybody else.
And even 0 to a billion. She's out of here. You know what I mean? Unfortunately.
That's it, right? That's true. That's true. That is so true. You are so right. It could have been addressed in a different way. I didn't like his demeanor.
At all.
You know what I mean? So he already had a grudge. But you have to also understand who's in the justice system. The police department, the police officers are the biggest gang. And you have people who are not for us that's serving us as the law. There's already a vendetta placed right there upon us. They're coming into the system. To them, it's their way of, okay, if I could become a police officer, I can kill this person freely. You know what I mean? So you have to think about like that. They're the biggest gang. And I'm sorry to say this, and I don't like to always pull the race card, but there is a bunch of Klansmen and the police forces all over the United States and wherever else. You know what I mean? So till we come together as a melanated race, we will never see the justice that we deserve. We're going to constantly be dealing with men, melanated men and women going through this same type of situation when we're calling for help. They're not for us. They're against us. They never have been for us. And I'm so sorry that this young lady's life was lost, due to this incident. He's been charged. He's been indicted. I hope that it stands and stays that way and nothing changes that.
I love your commentary.
That's all
I love your commentary.
I'm tickled by it all,
So I'm going to lock you in. Queen from NC, right? North Carolina, right?
Charlotte to be. Yep.
Got you. So
Thank you, M.Reck.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Absolutely. Bye-bye.
Peace. Shouts to Queen from North Carolina on the check-in. Love the commentary. Pound that like button. It's real, ladies and gentlemen. This is the time, to really hold each other down. Never mind, all this melanated man versus the melanated woman stuff. Never mind all that. It's war out here. Okay? It's us versus them. And they showing you they'll come kill you in your own home when you call for them to serve and protect you. Ain't that something? How does that even make sense? I mean, look at him. Look at his face. Look at his picture. He looks like the devil. He is the devil. And we could get deep with that too. Peace. Peace.
Hey, it's me again. Just want to answer your question. This is Diana, Indiana.
Diana, what's happening?
You asked the question is how she could have handled that differently. She shouldn't have let him in her house. She should have talked out the door. I didn't. Anybody out here, is that your car? No, and never let him in her home. You never let the police in. What did he need to come in for? And when he got in there, he started interrogating her instead of what she called for.
That's what I said.
So this is the thing that could have been handled so differently, and she would be alive today.
Well, I would say this. I would say this in response to that. She was definitely afraid for her life because we don't know what exactly happened before the police came. Like, for her to call the police, it could have been like a big noise disturbance that scared her. You understand what I'm saying?
They didn't see nothing, but she was afraid of them. The way she came out that door, she was nervous.
Yeah.
And that might be why she came outside instead of talking to them from inside her home. Me, myself, I don't go outside when the police come, and I don't care what they're coming for. They can't make me come out. I can hear you, just talk. No. I don't trust them. I don't trust doctors. I don't trust firemen. I don't trust nobody that works like that looks like them. And I'm going to hurry up and get off this line because I don't know if you heard the story because I sent it to you, and I don't know if this is where you can get text messages about the two little boys that got burned up. When the fire department said, we checked the house and nobody's in there, it's all clear. And it was a 9-year-old and a 11-year-old black boy burned alive in there, and they falsified the records. See, they're all the same. I don't want to say all, but most of them are the same. And any place they can hurt us or kill us, that's the police, that's the doctors, that's the... I didn't ever even understand about firemen until I read that story. And then there was another black man on there. He said a man was trying to talk to him in a restaurant. And he said it was an older guy, so he just went over and been friendly to him. And he said, I just want to tell you how bad I feel about all the black people I allowed to burn to death when I was a fireman. How many people do you know been told they got burnt up in a fire? 9 times out of 10, they knew they were in there and let them die. These are some evil people, man. And I'm going to try to say this. I don't know nothing about Kamala Harris, but to me, Donald Trump is the devil. We need to come behind her because what is that 2025 project that they're trying to get out there for Donald Trump? Do you know what that is?
Nah.
Well, you need to look that up. And I'm sorry for saying it like that. Project 2025. That's the plans that Trump had for the world, for this America. It's going to take us way back to the Jim Crow almost. That's a good program you can have that us black people, we don't have to like Kamala. I don't like Kamala. But I can see Trump for who Trump is. And people that believe the lies that he's telling, even including having that foolishness assassination. Now, that's a lie. And I called their show. And I said, now y'all killing folks for Trump? He got mad, cut me off. Yeah, because now folks is dead unless the man was dead when he got there. Somebody then gave her $1 million. And other 2 people hurt, but ain't nobody turning over no medical records. Ain't nobody turning over no names. Oh, that's totally impossible.
That's a fact.
everything that happened that day is impossible. Please, and I'm gonna go.
Gotcha.
Project 2025.
I'm gonna tap into that. I appreciate that, Dinah.
Please.
Peace. L, what's going on? Run it. Hold on, y'all. Mute your audio, L. Run the lights up, y'all. YouTube don't want me doing this live. YouTube don't want y'all having a voice. YouTube don't want me speaking on this topic. This is a fact. So run the lights up, share it on Facebook, share it on YouTube, share it on Twitch. Let's get it. And there's a lot of new people in here. If you new, like, subscribe, share this live. L, what's happening?
How y'all doing? I have hit the like button. I have subscribed, and I do share. Once again.
Thank you.
Once again, my people, black people, whatever kind of people, person and are you want to be, read the policies. Take your emotion out of it. Please. That's all I got. That man, with all due respect, ma'am, we ain't going back to slavery. We ain't going back to Jim Crow. And even if we were, you weren't alive when it was going on anyway. Please, with all due respect, stop bringing your emotions to the polls. Thank you, M.Reck, for what you do.
Thank you, L.
Peace.
Appreciate you. Peace. Lines is on fire. 910, what's happening? State your name, where you call it from. Let's get it. Run the lights up, y'all. Peace.
Yes, sir. Peace.
What's your name? State your name, where you calling from, my brother.
Yeah. This Troy. I'm calling from Tennessee, man.
All right. What's going on, Troy?
All right, man. First thing, I really wish that black folk would stop taking word from these paid celebrities. First thing, Project 2025. That is nothing to do. It has nothing to do with Donald Trump. Project 2025 was put in place back when Obama was in office. When they had the world meeting, they discussed not giving Trump 8-year term, which that's what he should have had, but they discussed that, and they said that they did not want him in there because it would be bad. They could not do what they wanted to do. So all that they're saying, if anybody just go back and research, they will see all of that stuff is linked with the other side. But when you got Miss Harris, if they would just look at her track record, tell me 4 years, what has she done? 4 years. What has she done? We seen what Joe did. Okay, so if he done ran the country in the ground, he ain't nowhere to be found. But you talking about get behind her? Black people, my people, please wake the hell up. Stop. First thing is, no matter which way they go, we're going to have to save ourselves. Kamala ain't going to do it. Joe surely wasn't going to do it. Trump ain't going to do it. We got to save ourselves. Now, I will say this. If I'm going to bet on anybody, I bet on Trump. Because if he don't do nothing else, he going to lay you some groundwork so you can work. But the other ones, they took all rights from you. They constantly taking all rights from you. They shoving stuff down your throat. But y'all sit here and keep on, cause she black. Obama, cause he was black. And neither one of them is black. Not fully. So, you know, that's just my 2 cents on that thing, man. And I love what y'all doing. Keep it going.
Thank you.
And peace to you, Earth, SJ, and the rest of the team.
Thank you, my brother. Appreciate you.
All right, man.
All right. Peace. Run the likes up. Okay? They don't want me doing this live. They want me covering some celebrity drama or whatever. They don't want me doing this. That's why they suppressing it. But we still here. We still rocking out. Run the likes up. As soon as you come in the room, if you here, if you didn't hit the like before, hit it now. Let's get it. Peace.
Hey, what's going on, boss? Shalom, shalom.
Shalom, shalom,
Hey,
shalom.
I don't want to take up too much time, man, and I understand everybody got an opinion, so some people might agree and some people might disagree, but this is a message that I got to put out for my people. The last caller, he was kind of right on some things and wrong on some things in my eyes, but that's according to Scripture. Every decision I make is according to Scripture, and I know who my people are. But I did want to say that I'm looking at this election. It's always been Democrats versus Republicans, and we know that traditionally the Republicans are represented by one specific group of people, and then everybody else is kind of like Democrats. But I'm looking at this situation. They are abandoning the ship and leaving the Democratic Party in the hands of not like users who are going to take us and lead us down the path of destruction. At that point, it literally goes from Democrats and Republicans to blacks versus whites, which is something that the Americans have always wanted because they want to take us to another kind of slaughter. I know a lot of people don't agree with Alex Jones, but Alex Jones has been behind doors that you could never even see. He's talked to people you would never even know their name because they're that high up. And he came back and his message was that the Democratic Party are going to allow certain attacks in the United States so that they can framework it as if the Republicans did it. And that's gonna make those that are at home who are traditionally mass shooters, traditionally Proud Boys, KKK, right? They have a certain spirit behind them that we are some sort of enemy. And if they leave this ship in the hands of Kamala, in the last 4 years, no one in this world has said anything nice about the job that Kamala Harris has done. And now all of a sudden she's a black woman and we got to support her. As a Hebrew man, we shouldn't be involved in the politics of our capturers because no policies in America are here in our favor and no politician represents us. So if you take the lesser of two evils, you're still on the side of evil. If we have a king, then who our king is, we need to stand firm in our beliefs. We need to prepare ourselves and we need to be prepared for anything that happens because like I said, I've been saying this for years. And as the time is getting closer and closer, other people are starting to say it. And I had said whenever they started saying Trump was going to run again, I said, now watch Obama show back up and now things are going to get ugly. And he ain't showed up yet, but I can almost guarantee you a couple of things going to happen. Obama's going to step back on the scene and then you're going to start hearing talks about the election either being canceled, postponed, or kicked down the road a little bit. And at that point, everyone can clearly see that Trump's ahead. I don't care what nobody say about Kamala Harris. Everybody know Trump's pretty much going to win because they're blaming the state of the economy on Biden, when for a fact, before Trump even left the White House, the United States of America was already pretty much in foreclosure. They couldn't even pass a budget for the 2 years before he left. They just kicked it further and further down the road. We were heading to the point of a recession, and they barely held us out of that, and they still barely holding us out of that. But people are trying to say that everything is on the hands of Joe Biden. Joe Biden ain't never represented us in the last 24 years. And I just say 24 years because that's equivalent direct division of 4 years. Both parties, the Democrats and Republicans, we still as a community of people have made zero progress. And I want y'all to take these last couple of weeks and months and just pay attention to the things that's going on. Prepare your households for anything. Separate yourself from some of these large groups of things. And if you don't, then you'll become a part of the casualty, which will also go along with prophecy, which will let me know that prophecy is still being fulfilled. So if you care about yourselves, return to the law, statutes, and commandments of the Father. Put some of your evil ways aside and use your common sense. Stop just trying to blame the situations that happen on the one person when it takes an entire group, Senate, congressmen, I mean, this ain't just a Joe Biden problem. This is a United States of America problem. And the only solution to their problem have been, we need to get rid of these people who run in our country. And if you ask yourself, who do they think those people are? You should know that answer if you are like us.
No doubt.
I
My
want to
brother, I appreciate you tapping in. Salute, King. Peace. Peace. Mute your audio. Mute your audio.
Okay.
No, mute your TV or your computer, not your phone. Peace, fam. You there? 323-678. Mute your TV, not your phone. Mute your laptop. Hello? Your fam. I think he 323-678. You there? Hello?
Yeah, I got
No.
you. I got you. I got
Yeah.
you. I'm here. All right, can you hear me?
There you go. Let's get it.
All right, peace, peace. So
Peace.
first off, man, you took the call. Good looking.
No doubt.
Second of all, I want to say this right here is it's safe, and this is what I mean by that. When we was going through the COVID, and right before the COVID, they start showing the George Floyd. They start showing all these different things to get the sympathy of the black vote. Right? No matter what people say, they need our vote. All right. That's the one thing I need people to really know. Second thing I want to educate folks on is the United States has never been a democracy. That's a word that I'm not even sure who put that word into play, but it's nowhere in the Constitution or no litigation or literature in the Senate, the legislation, the word democracy, right? They want us to think that we have a democracy, but we really kind of don't, right? The third thing is the electoral college vote. That's the people who actually put a person inside the White House. Our vote, yours, mine, and anybody else's, that's considered the popular vote, right? So those are three key things people got to realize. And this happened on the 6th of July. We are now, the 27th or whatever. Why didn't they release it immediately? Right? They released it to me right after.
Let me speak. When did this happen exactly?
This shooting happened July the 6th.
Uh-huh.
Right? So to me, we just look at the events. The president almost get assassinated. That whole situation looks real, as you would say, spooky, right? So then after that, Joe Biden is sick or whatever, then he drops out. All of a sudden, they are agreeing that he is, not all there, which everybody in the world has seen he hasn't been all there. Then they say, oh, he's missing in action. Is he even alive, this, that, where's Biden, this, right? So then after that, in comes Kamala Harris, right? Now, I'm from California, I'm from LA, and out here, it's cracking. It's people dying, the gangbanging has re-emerged because of the policies and things like that they trick the people into getting. People need to look into Proposition 17 in California. Proposition 37 in California, the no bail, right? They did the no bail because of the COVID, but what they did was it released prisoners early, and it got people to come out of COVID. And people not retarded, they not stupid. They ran the play. They said, "Oh yeah, I got COVID," and they got released early. I hate the incarceration of people. Myself, I've been incarcerated. I was in there, and I was able to see how the system worked. So for me, I look at this like they are trying to get the sympathy of the black vote to vote for Kamala Harris, when in fact, and this is just facts, everybody could Google this. When she look at her record as far as when she was in California, it wasn't a good record. A lot of people went to prison, went to jail because of her. Now, if she was there or not, these people probably still would have went to jail. However, it was still under her watch. So you have to hold that accountable, right? The last thing I want to mention is this to the people.
the Republican Party, right, was created in 1864, okay, with 150 men. 125 was black men from Tennessee, South Carolina, and Texas, if I'm not mistaken. After that, 3 years past 1867, I believe, here comes the Democratic Party. And this is all stuff you could go on Google and check out. They were created through the Ku Klux Klan Party. The Democrats was created from that. So if you say, okay, well, what do you mean, good brother? Everybody, the race is systematic. That's true. However, we still have to be mindful of our emotional attachments to either party. The only way that the black person, in my view, can actually rise above any of this stuff from New York to LA to wherever you live in, if you are a black American, Aboriginal American man or woman, we have to try to collectively get our votes together, because that's what the Armenians do. That's what the Chinese Americans do. That's what the Korean Americans do. That's what the Jewish Americans do. They gather their votes as a team. And then that's why they get those progress. That's why they get progress in their neighborhoods. When we go to vote, we are literally one-man bands, right? We are a one-man show. Out here in Cali, we don't even have like culture for black folk. We got a little area in Lamert Park or Baldwin Hills that they try to say that that's like black excellence and black this and black that, which it is to a certain degree. But that's just my take, man. I think that my heart and prayers go out. I watched the video. It's so sad and sickening. And lastly, the lady said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. And then what happened? The officer started to trip. That's when he started to flip out after she said the name of Jesus. Now, we know that the real name is Yahshua, right? We know that. No matter what, that name, if you see, she called on Jesus right before he started to flip out. So that tell you that he came, that energy, I'm into that, man. I'm into spirituality deeply, man. And people don't realize, just like that movie, Fallen with Denzel Washington, that's really low key what be happening. People don't even, it could be your homeboy, it could be your mama, it could be your kids. We gotta really realize what we up against. It's not about no Republican, no Democrat, good brother. It's about the facts that these entities, man, they want to create order out of chaos. And it's the same play that they've been running for decades, for 50 years. People, we got a selective memory that sucks. We got a selective memory that sucks big time. We have to start, really paying attention, good people. Stop falling for the okie doke. Okay, look at Cali. Listen, it's Cali and it's New York. In between, you got Texas. Texas, the reason they don't like Texas is because it's an independent state. They got their own, they're not on the electrical grid. They don't get the power from the rest of the world of the United States, that is, from everybody else. That's why people hate Texas and the politicians and this and that. California dictates a lot. New York dictates a lot. It's not by chance, in my view, that they are the ones that create the narratives from New York to Cali. The rest of the rest of the United States, is playing off of their play. The Kamala Harris, she probably is a great woman. Who knows? But what we do know is these type of plays are being ran on us psychologically and spiritually and mentally. And I just hope that the good people listen. She raised $81 million in 24 hours because she ran to the black woman, and that's just unfortunate that we still getting caught for the okie doke. Or the black woman is the most precious woman in the world, right? Because they got to see the mother Earth and all those good things, right? A woman, period. You can't bring life into the world without a woman, but also needs the man. listen, this is like 5D chess. And for me and mine, we just mobilizing and getting in position to just not even, be participating in these, it's like the Hunger Games. If anybody's seen that movie, it's like the Hunger Games, man. And, a couple, they put these things in the movies, man. And, it's just real unfortunate. Like I mentioned, my heart goes out. And if you could hear my passion, man, I'm not trying to yell, but it's just sickening to see that was literally a demon that I was looking at. But that was some type of entity. Because as soon as she said the name of Jesus, then he just started flipping. Oh, you bet not. I mean, she had a pot of water. Like it came. People don't realize what these things do. They look for ways for chinks in your armor, and we all got chinks in our armor. But I just know, man, and like I said, I'm from Cali, man, and I'm right here in South Central, bro, and it's out of control. They looting, they robbing, they stealing, they shooting, they killing, and ain't nobody able to do nothing. But my two of my family members, 3 are in law enforcement, and they tell me every day they stressed out. They ain't got, they overworked. Remember they said
But my
defund
brother,
the police.
I don't want to cut you off, but I got to get to the next caller though. But I appreciate
No
you.
doubt,
Salute.
man.
Peace. Peace.
Peace. How you doing, M.Reck?
Everything good, my brother. Hold on one second. Run the lights up, y'all. State your name. Where you calling from, good brother?
Yeah, this is D out of Baltimore. I just want to say condolences to the sister Sonya Massey, and I just want to say, look at the video when she said rebuke you in the name of Jesus. You have to understand the Confederate spirits that are out here. There are a lot of Confederate spirits that are being unleashed right now, and we just have to be unified. We got to be unified as a people. And I saw the press conference you showed with her and the father and Ben Crump. We just got to be careful that we don't get caught up with the whole Ben Crump, because he is a civil attorney. He's not a criminal attorney. We cannot take shorts by trying to go after money when we really need justice. And I hope that a criminal trial goes and they actually seek that they handle it criminally and they just don't go after money. Because a lot of times when our people get killed, we go that way. And that's a big problem. But also I want to say, there's a Supreme Court case called South versus Maryland. And that case says that that's where the public duty doctrine comes from. And that says that police have no duty to protect. And we have to understand that they're there to protect public property. They're not there to actually protect us. And that's why it goes against us. And there's another case, and it deals with Washington, D.C., and they cited the same thing. So they are municipal officers. They're not there. They're not constitutionally elected. Okay, they're not for the people. They're there to protect the municipality that they come from. And oftentimes we see how they come in guns blazing. They come in there authoritative, like they own, whatever place they go into. They did it with the sister Jefferson that got shot. They shot through the window and killed her a couple years ago. And if you look at during the Obama administration, we had Akai Gurley, we had Philando Castile, we had all these people that got killed during the Obama administration. So don't get caught up in whether people think, oh, it's happening during a Republican time or a Democrat time. That's just basic optics. The thing is, we just have to unify as a people. We have to get on code with one another. We have to treat each other some way, and we have to understand civics. And this is how they trick us. Res public, republic, back to the people. That's what it means. It's a Latin. Democracy is a Greek and Latin word which means mob rule. We have to understand that the Republican Party and the Democrat Party is not the same as Article 4, Section 4, which means that we have a republic form of government. We establish the government, the people, and at any time we can change that. So they keep trying to get us to get into the whole mob rule and the popularity contest. This celebrity endorsing her, she raised $81 million in one day. Don't fall for that. Don't fall for that. I mean, here's another thing. I don't know if any of the callers mentioned it. I didn't hear it. She was responsible for getting Nina Simone's, the great Nina Simone's estate taken away. Kamala Harris. She was really behind that in California. And for my Californians, if they call in, they can attest to it. She was a big part in that. And all of that's going to come out in the surrounding years, how she was responsible for getting many, many, many Black Americans that own land, getting their estates taken, get their land taken. She's not for us. And don't get caught up on the skin tone. You know, her birth certificate says Caucasian and Jamaican. Jamaican is a nationality. It's not a race. So you have Asian Jamaicans. You have Caucasian Jamaicans. Her father is an Asian Jamaican. Okay, he owned slave. Well, his ancestors, they were slave owners of Black or African Jamaicans. Okay. Well, a lot of Asians also are classified as white, and that's why her mother, it says Caucasian for her. That's why if you look at early on when she was running for president or when she came to VP, it said the first Asian American woman president. It never said Black or any of that. Now they're trying to style her as Black because they're trying to appease us. They're trying to get us to get caught up and get manipulated into that. But we can't fall for that. You know, people keep bringing up racism with Trump or Project 2025. It's 925 pages. I ask anybody that got an issue with it, did you read it? And did you see how Trump denounced it? He said he got nothing to do with it. So if he said he had nothing to do with it, why are you still listening to these people that's saying otherwise? We got to use critical thinking. We got to continue to listen to, channels like MRecktv when he has the Queen Amina on here and they breaking it down. They giving you the science, constantly updating us on what's going on. We got to listen to independent Black media at this point and support it because you're one of the only ones that's on the ground that's been doing it for years and years and years, trying to lace the people with game and giving an objective, unbiased, educated perspective. So salute to you. I don't want to hold you up any longer, but peace.
Yo, what's your handle, bro? I gotta lock you in, man.
Oh, I'm just D from Baltimore, man. I got no real social media. I listen to you regularly.
I'm gonna lock you in, D from Baltimore. That's gonna be your name. Got you.
No doubt, no doubt. Take care, M.Reck.
All right, my brother. All right.
Peace.
Peace. Shouts to that brother. Oh man, I was trying to lock my brother in. His calls coming in. Hold on 1 second. Peace. Peace.
Brother M.Reck.
What's going
good,
on,
brother?
What's going on, my brother? Jerome, what's happening?
Hey, what's good, brother?
Everything good, my brother. Talk to me.
You know I'm finna go in, don't you?
Hey, let's get it.
Don't fall for the distractions, brother.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's staged myself. It's always a stage Black killing, man. See the same actors, the lawyer, whatever. Come on, man. Don't fall for that. Don't fall for that. Don't fall for that, man. I don't fall for it because I was here in 2020. Everything that was said in 2020, you done seen it come true.
That's a fact.
So only thing I can say is the future proves the past. I'm not paying no attention to it, but I'm gonna tell people this right here. I'm gonna tell you how you solve the problem from everything. You got to be self-sufficient.
That's a fact.
You got to get out of the hood. You got to get out of the city limits. Go in the country. And you got to look up on free energy. Use your brain. Stop being lazy. Do your homework. Create your own. Pay no attention to the TV. Be on that God energy. And shift your reality to something else.
Yes, sir.
And stop being around people that ain't no good. If they ain't got nothing to bring to the table with you, There ain't no need to be around them, man.
Mm-hmm.
Point blank, period. Stop. You know what I'm saying? It's time for you to create your own self. You got to be self-sufficient. Look into your free energy. They ain't gonna tell you this. You got to do it. You got to do it yourself. There's so much stuff now that you can get free energy with now. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Why you paying a light bill for? All these solo generators and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
you create your own all this rainwater, all this rain you getting. You get your own. You can get your own water, your own energy, everything. Get out of the hood. It's time to get out of the hood. I don't even never want to see the hood no more.
That's a
I
fact.
seen it. I don't want to see it no more. I'm just being honest with you. It ain't no disrespect to nobody. You got to grow. You got to grow up, man. You got to grow up. You got to grow up. Stop being entertained by the TV and stuff. You know, entertain. You know what I'm saying? You can watch something to be entertained, but everything entertaining that's negative, don't even look at it. Free your mind, man. Free your mind. Critical thinking, like my dude just said, you got to critical think. You know what I'm saying? I'm just,
yes, sir.
I'm living life right now. For me, there is no recession. I'm not paying no attention to that. I'm living life. You know what I'm saying? I create my own reality, and I can shift it anytime I want, and I can shift it anytime I want to. But that's all I had to say, man. Just, you know, give people something to think about. But the main thing, there's one main thing that I want to say before I leave. Discipline is the key to life. You got to be disciplined.
That's a key factor.
That's the key. You got to be disciplined. You got to be disciplined. You got to sacrifice in order to get to where you want to go at.
Yes, sir.
But that's it, brother.
My brother,
Hey, be
Jerome,
good.
stay up, my brother. Yes, sir.
People's champ, brother. All right.
Appreciate you, King. Man, call me up. Yo, D from Baltimore, make sure you text me so I can make sure I got your number locked in. I think I got it locked in, but I want to make sure that's you because there's so many people that called and I might have mixed up the number. Just text me and be like, yo, this D from Baltimore. But nevertheless, shouts to DJ Moschino in the building, SJ. All right, we got more callers calling up. Peace. Peace. Run the likes up, y'all. YouTube don't want this live up. Trust me, they don't.
Peace, King. King Tony.
King Tony, what's going on?
What's good, my brother?
Everything good.
You already know, man. So yeah, I wanted to you know, get my little piece on this current events.
Okay.
So, you know, like when you see these big events and when they explode so fast like that in the mainstream media and on YouTube and all of these platforms, pay attention to the go simple. What do you have in our face? A black woman, a white man. We're dealing with duality, black and white. All right, that goes back to the Masonic checkerboard. All right, so a lot of these psychological, they call them psyops, the psychological operations that are the reason why they are exploded in the mainstream media, because they need to harness negative energy from the people. There's a lot of negative emotions geared up around this because people have family members that are cops, dads, uncles, brothers, mothers. So they like, oh, my family member's a cop. They would never do that. You understand?
Right.
So but there's maybe somebody who's seen pretty much an innocent woman get murdered, and now she have a heart, so she's torn. So it's tearing people apart individually. It's playing with their mental and their emotions. Like, you had a lot of great callers. I didn't catch most of the show, but the last few calls I heard was just on point. Also what I want, yes, sir. And also what I want to bring up is this guy, Ben Crump. Why is he always on everything? Why is he this only?
He picked up where Al Sharpton left off at. You know what I mean?
And where did he leave off?
Nah, this, you know, being a part of any black trauma that was in the news. You know what I mean?
Right. He's a trauma bonder.
Yeah.
That's what he is. Like, he's always there, but we don't see no act activity after the fact. Like he's a face. You know what I'm saying? But like, what do Ben Crump do after the fact to follow up? Like, there's never no interview where he's breaking down, hey, we got this going on because of all of these police murders and stuff. I've had to, represent the families. So we have this initiative taking place. We pushing this bill through. You know, it's like, what does he do? He's a Mason. He's a Mason. And that's why I was bringing down the black and white. That's why he's always there. Because a lot of those big psyops are Masonic rituals. The thing that people don't want to talk about is how Freemasons are a part of the opposition to the unification of real Americans. It's not a race thing or a class thing. I'm talking about people who understand this is our country. Freemasons pledge an oath to societies, just like the fraternities and stuff. They pledge an oath to the system that is being upheld by our oppressors. So we got thousands of black people that are Masons that they are not on our side. They live in our communities, they work at our jobs, but that's why you don't never network with these people, or why black people can't unify, because there's a lot of people who in our communities who have these little positions and stuff, good jobs, titles, and they own something. They Masons, bro. They the Masons. And they act funny and they carry a weird spirit with them. Because I've been dealing with them. Because, Reck, you know how ill my story go, and I don't bring it up no more. It's still going on. And it's these people. It's these people, bro. It's the Masons. And a lot of police officers are Freemasons. Go look for a Freemason lodge and see how close it is to a police station. Go look. Anywhere. Anywhere. So we got an internal enemy in the United States of America for the unification of real Americans, meaning the people who have children and families who want to see our future, families succeed in this country. We put in work. We built this country. And we got an internal enemy that pledges allegiance to our oppressor in behind closed doors, and they take oaths to all kind of demonic energies and secret societies. That's why that cop got triggered like that, because he's under the influence of demonic spirits. And when you take a oath to become a police officer, that is also another fraternal order. And they have that code of that blue wall where they don't snitch on each other, but the first thing they do when they grab somebody up is try to get them to snitch. But cops don't snitch on cops. Cops don't snitch on cops. And as soon as they find out you can't hold water, they get rid of you. They move you to another police station, whatever. They'll treat you funny. They move like criminals. We know that because we've been outside. So we got a different perspective of what opposition really is. The opposition is the people who are working against your best interest, no matter if they look like you. So the key in warfare is identifying the enemy. If you don't know who your enemy is, then you shooting in the crowd, and you really probably beefing with people who have more of your interest than you realize. That white patriotic dude who cut his grass every weekend, man, he probably share a lot more interest than you think. He may not like the same hip hop music, your style of dress, but when it boiled down to it, he loved his country too. But we got internal enemies that people don't want to speak on. Dudes like Ben Crump don't represent us. Kamala Harris don't represent us, bro. You know what I'm saying? We got to start really looking for our people that represent the people. Truly. I don't want to take up too much time, Reck. I appreciate you all the time, brother.
I appreciate you, King Tony, my brother. Salute,
already
King.
know, man. Salute, brother.
I'm loving all the callers. Salute. I mean, of course, the numbers is not reflecting the people that are impacted by this tragic event, because this is what they do. They want to control it. And then if you do see the numbers, it's on the mainstream media platforms. You know what I mean? So anybody that's independent, they're gonna make it hard for them. Anybody that's independent like myself. So, but nevertheless, we doing what we doing over here. We blessed. Run the numbers up. Call me up 310-598-2974. I seen a lot of people trying to get through. I seen a lot of people miss calls. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, I'm glad you did text me, D, because I put the wrong number with somebody else. Hold on. Yeah, see, I'm glad you text me because I got the wrong damn number. I'm gonna just put wrong person because I appreciate you, D, because this damn app definitely stored the wrong number, but I appreciate that. So nevertheless, SJ, you there? I don't know if SJ stepped away.
I'm right here.
SJ, so let's talk about some of these callers, and then also, like I said, I want to get into some of those comments from.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me? Oh, hold on, we got another call. Hold on 1 second. Peace.
This damn
Peace. Mute your audio.
Salute, M.Reck.
Salute.
It's Caleb. Guys, riders. I just want to say, all the callers on point. Appreciate you coming on at this time of day.
No doubt,
And I
my
want to
brother.
say, just before we have a white male president and a black female vice president being highlighted as the running Democratic president for the Democratic Party. You got this narrative going on. You got a white male and a black female, and all it is an emotional play. I really don't get into the political parties and all that. You know, everything I do within. You know, I go within M.Reck, and I get with people that's like minded, because two or more is better than one. So I get with people that's like minded. That's why we came over there on OGNT TV, and I ain't trying to promote nothing because we doing what we doing anyway. We got a group called the Guys Riders, and we get together and try to figure out how to help our communities from the kids on up to the elders because of things like this. For one, for what we did when we was out there messing up and growing up to see that wasn't nothing but a trap, and that got a lot of our elders incarcerated or in the graveyards. That's why we got this unbalance, because our skin color from like the 20 years old to 30 years old to the early 40 years old, they don't have no type of respect for certain people, because all the elders are either dead or locked up for either trying to take care of their families or communities by the way we used to do it from the 80s and the 90s in that one situation. So it's kind of like an unbalance. But just seeing this, we have a narrative of a black woman and a white man, and this is what we got for our presidential race coming up. And those in California know how that woman is. So I don't want those that's outside, especially northern people from outside of Northern California, to get tricked on who the Lady Harris is, and we know what Trump is. So I mean, I don't want to say it's the lesser two evils, but we gotta, as a race, we gotta quit being so emotional and be more rational. And like that gentleman said, is that, man, we have to, man, think. We have to use our minds, and sometimes, man, get off the grid. Like dude said, he out in the country somewhere. Sometimes you got to do that. That's why people take vacations. Sometimes you got to get off the grid and unplug. Sometimes you might have to get off social media. You might have to do a fast called fasting. Fasting is good for you, but man, this is like a narrative right before the nominees. You got Kamala, a black woman, and you got Trump, a white man, and you got this narrative. And watch out, more and more traction this narrative get. And I want to salute you, my brother. Man, this is Caleb. Man, it's always a pleasure to call in. Man, it's always a pleasure, man. Thank you, M.Reck, man.
You're welcome,
Much
my
love
brother.
to you and your family, bro.
All right, much
Always.
love to you and your fam,
Much
my
love.
brother.
Yes, sir.
Salute, y'all. Let me get my co-host back on the line. SJ, you there? Shouts to Miss Diligent.
I'm here. Give me like 2 minutes.
Okay. Shouts to Miss Diligent, big time supporter. Shouts to Gina Rowe. Shouts to DJ Moschino in the building. All my people. Shouts to Taisha. Shouts to Robbie. Shouts to Charles. Shouts to Jose Trucker. Eye to eye. I'm just shouting everybody out. Shouts to Stepmommy. Letitia. What's happening? Shouts to all my ladies and all my homies. We all tapped in, y'all. Run it up. SJ, what's happening with
you? I'm here.
You good?
I'm good.
What you thought about the callers' perspectives?
I think all the callers gave a great perspectives. Some, different, but I think they all gave, great perspectives. And I think the focus is to continue to keep the family of Sonya Massey in our prayers.
Correct.
Because they definitely need it. There's a family right now that is trying to process the reason they don't have their loved one. I think is what is at the forefront, right? Their life will forever be different at this point. So we definitely want to continue to keep them in our thoughts and prayers. We can't go back. We can't change what has happened.
SJ, hold on 1 second. Oh, the call came and went. Well, go ahead. I'm sorry.
We can't change what has already happened, but what we can change is what can we do to help? What can we do to educate ourselves? Because that's important for everyone to listen and to educate. And then you go from there. Everyone can share their perspectives, but it's definitely up to each individual. I can't even talk. Each individual to do their research. And let's just stay focused on this family because this is heartbreaking. There are no words. Definitely commend the father for being able to do an interview. I'm sure this is still shocking for him, but he still did an interview because he's going to definitely do what he can to fight for his daughter and in a way that he can and how he can.
Facts. Man, it's crazy, man. It's gonna be it's already a hot summer, literally. But as this election is taking place, it's a lot of optics being put in place, but we gotta use discernment. Hold on 1 second. Peace.
Hey, peace. Hey, M.Reck, this is Caroline J. Hood, man. Earlier I've been on there talking about the open season on black people after Obama was leaving out of chair. I want to just address one caller. he called in and said, Negro, please be talking about Kamala Harris and doing it. Let me tell you something when they're coming down. I don't play one side. I listen to everybody when they're coming down today. It's just knowing, being 46, 45 years old, I've seen this show so many times. And just like one of your gentlemen said, every time it comes around election, black people are always the target, always the people who gets all rowdy up for the distraction. That's all it is. And like one gentleman said, I don't depend on politics to pay my bills or do anything to give me anything free. Like that dude said, I live in the country, so I can care less who be the president. Because most people that lives in the country own their property, own everything. We don't have to sit up and wait on rent. We don't have to worry about Kamala Harris. Just start putting yourself in bad situation, and you won't have to think this woman is a demon or she locking up a lot. Most of these brothers who goes out here and get locked up and is under different people, if you play with the street, you get burned with the street. If you be a man or mind your home and protect yourself and protect your family, you don't have to worry about giving no other man or any other group of guys no energy, no type of your homeboy. See, the thing is, though, what's wrong with this thing? Like, black people need to stick together. Like the guy says, live off the grid. I might be energy efficient, but I do got 7 acres of land, bro. And that's a family community. Family community. When my pops closed his eyes, my pops was a northern. He worked up in New York for 20-something years, made his money, and he came down and he bought 7 acres of land, and he had 5 of us. He didn't stay in these rural areas and all these energy and all these devils and all these things grabbing at you. You got to, when you're making money, put it to good use. Because if you think about most Southern that comes up north and you don't see them no more after 20, 25, 30 years, most of them living down south where they roots at and sitting on 2 to 3 acres in maybe a $200,000 or $300,000 home. Because you got to, once you do that, live in that type of population and that type of environment, you got to be a man enough to remove yourself from there. And if you want to make your money, if you want to retire in New York, you're not going to make it because the cost of living is going to be too high for what you get from the government any month or whatever retirement plan you got. Because you really don't never own nothing, which we don't own no land, but you really never going to really own nothing because the tax is going to kill you. So it's going to drain you broke, and you find yourself 80 years old back working. And see, that's why I don't like when people do that. Like, oh, Kamala Harris and this and that, this and that, this and that. I'm looking at the open season of 2000 when Obama was leaving the chair and Trump was coming in. It was a lot of mass killing. It was a lot of killing. If you didn't see the killing in there, you must have been looking at another, you've been in another country, another whatever. Mm-hmm. But it was a lot, and it's going to open back up. And just like the other brother, it's a distraction because it's getting us riled up and getting talking. There's something else going on someplace else. Facts, something else going on because we only are talking about this, but something, it make that distraction to distract our mind, but they're doing something else somewhere else. And we're not going to see it coming. And the only thing I can say, I'm going to land my plane. Only thing I can say, buy you some land, get out of these big cities, set your kids up and buy you some property, let them build houses on them, and stop depending on the government. Because most country people do not depend on government like that. Because we don't get government assistance. Because you already own your stuff. So a little bit of food stamps and a little check and a little child support check, it's not going to make you live in the city. And you got to make you some money and set your family up. That means get out of these big cities and start packing yourself in these big buildings and own some property. You can come back and visit. I come up to New York and visit, but me personally, state, never, bro.
Gotcha.
It's like pack up the team. All right, I land my plane. Thank
All
you.
right, my brother. Peace. So, on that note, we at the 2-hour mark. You know, I'm here to provide the people a voice. You live on MRecktv. Salute to everybody. Salute to DJ Moschino, everybody that's tapped in. SJ, you got anything to say before we go?
Definitely want to send our continued support and prayers to the family.
Correct.
Definitely want to do that. Definitely want to thank you. I want to thank Rec Mob. And we also want to begin to say happy birthday to your beautiful lady, China Black, as well.
Happy Born Day. I think it's actually on Friday. But I've seen a lot of people put it out there early. Salute to y'all though. I appreciate it because who knows, I may not go live that day. Who knows? You know, anything can happen. You know what I mean? We don't know what tomorrow holds. So, you know, I appreciate all the early birthday wishes to China Black. It's on Friday, July 26th. Salute to the Rec Mob showing that love and just y'all tapping into the show, regardless of what YouTube is doing. We here doing what needed to be done. Okay. So SJ, thank you once again. Thank you for the commentary. Thank you for the position you hold as the moderator and everything else. And yeah, salute to the Rec Mob. You know, make sure y'all leave comments on a rebroadcast in the regular comment section. And thank you for tapping in. Oh, we got another caller. So I'm gonna end it with this caller. Peace. Peace.
Hey, what's going on, my brother?
You live, my brother.
Hey, peace, peace.
Peace.
How's everything? How's everything?
Everything is great, my brother. How's everything with you?
Yeah, I was just listening to the podcast. You having a very, very good podcast, and it's a good learning experience from everybody that's calling in and listening.
Yes, sir.
But I think we get attacked. We as Black folks, we get attacked from all angles. From school, we get attacked from incarceration. So how I look at it, it look like we're not going to be able to get out of this in the next 20 or 30 years. I don't see it because we get attacked from all different angles.
Facts. I'm listening.
And so I think no matter how much I understand that most of what you're doing is great because you're getting the knowledge out there, for sure. And I know it'll wake up some people, but on the other hand, some people tomorrow going to hate each other. Some people tomorrow going to rob from our own people. Some people tomorrow are going to be jealous for one another. It is sad to say, but that's the truth for the facts of it. So, from a point of view, from a whole point of view, what can we do? What can we do when we only own 1% of the wealth? And I was listening to the last gentleman talk about how he owns property. That's what I did. I used to live in New York City myself, and I own property. But that's only individuals. How could you say the whole race, or as a whole race of people? Everybody just can't get up and move like that. Everybody don't have the funds like that. So and I think you're doing a great show. You're doing a good job. But how I see it as our people, we have to change our mindset. It's no other way around it. Because if we're gonna hate ourselves, that means we're gonna hate each other. I remember years ago when they did the experiment test with the little baby doll test. I know you know what I'm talking about. Back in the '80s, with a black baby. I think the kids were about 5 years old. I think when they did a test and that had a white baby doll, they said
which baby doll is ugly, the black one or the white baby doll. And they always pick the black baby doll, saying the black baby doll is the ugly one.
Mm-hmm.
So psychologically, all through the years, black women was raised up thinking they ugly. They had for the hair products they put in their hair, for the weaves and all that. And I think black women are the most beautiful woman on the planet Earth.
That's a fact, my brother. Yo, thanks for tapping in. I got another caller. Peace. Yo.
Hey, it's the greatest. It's custom made calling in. Can you hear me?
Yeah. What's happening?
I mean, I usually don't call in, but I just see that a lot of people is just completely lost. A lot of people completely lost, man. Let's start with your thumbnail. Let's just look at your thumbnail. What people don't realize is that we are outcasts to the planet. We're outcasts on the planet. We're discussing Kamala Harris, a ghetto gagger, and the president. She's a ghetto gagger.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm the guy. I've been banned. I've been banned on YouTube. I've been banned all over. So then I'm just regrouping because I'm the greatest. The black man don't want to rule the planet. That's just what it is. You know, all these, conspiracy theorists and this and that and that and that. It's so idiotic, right? Looking at your thumbnail, seeing that this animal just killed this bronze female, because I don't understand why people still hold on to the word black. Seeing that this bronze female just got killed. You got a black female, looking at that thumbnail and find that white guy attractive. Holla if you hear me. You got other females finding him attractive. That's the issue. The issue is this. Nobody is chastising or raising or schooling these black females properly. That's the issue. She felt comfortable calling the cops, the white guy, the white boy, because there's no such thing as a white man. There's only one man on the planet. We are outcasts to the planet. So this got nothing to do with the political thing and this and that. The black man don't want to rule the planet no more. The greatest movement that came was the Nation of Islam. That was the greatest movement that came to us in America. I'm calling out of Philly. Can you hear me, Clint?
Yes, sir.
I fuck with you, M.Reck. I'm calling out of Philly. So here we go. Another shooting, because they like to broad it with the word cop. No, here's a white boy that felt comfortable shooting a bronze female because he knows that there's no repercussions. In order to unify, it has to be some type of decorum amongst black men when it comes to these females. Because this is why we can't unify. Oh, you're talking to the greatest, baby. You're talking to the greatest. We can't unify because of jealousy amongst women. And this is stopping our growth from ruling the planet again. Because this is the reason why we was divided in the first place. Say it again.
No, I'm listening, my brother.
I can't really hear you.
I'm listening. I didn't say a word.
Oh, okay, my fault. I want to make sure I heard you, Church. Can you hear me good?
Yes, sir.
So it has nothing. Listen, as we speak, another cop shooting can happen in the next hour, and people are just going to say, "Oh, it happened," and political. No, that's not the issue. We have to unify, and in order to unify, we have to put the jealousy to the side amongst the women. Nobody want to address this. We're outcasts to the planet. The Puerto Ricans don't like us. The so-called Africans don't like us because we're not African. The white boy don't like us. The East Indian don't like us. No one likes us.
My brother, I'm gonna take another call, but thanks for calling though. Salute. Peace. Miss Diligent. Miss
Hello?
Diligent, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good and you. How's everything?
I'm great. How you feeling?
Good to hear. I'm good. I'm
That's
good.
good.
Just wanted to. I was saying earlier that I was going to call, but there were so many other amazing calls that came in that I was learning from. I just was just listening, and then I noticed that you was about to, have shut it down soon. So I was like, let me just see if he's going to take another call because I want to call.
Now you live now. I got you.
Yes, I know. All right. Yeah, it's crazy because I heard about the story and the lady. What's her name again? Because I don't want to mess her name up.
Sonya Massey.
So, yes, Miss Sonya Massey. I've heard of the incident that happened, but I didn't know exactly to the extent what went on. And it was crazy because earlier when I jumped on the live, I had watched the video real quick, and I seen the whole video in its entirety from beginning to end. And in my opinion, it seemed like the cop he had he was trigger happy. He wanted to shoot a black person and kill a black person that day, like off the rip. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't even give her the opportunity to even see what she was going to do with that pot of boiling water. And from what I saw, she didn't charge at nobody with anything. She looked like she was like, taking it from the stove to the counter or something. I don't know, but when you see somebody charging, they would have backed up, and nobody backed up from what I saw.
Correct.
And secondly, all right, I'm black. We all, me, you, both, and we're black. That's obvious. Black people have a different mindset than white folks when it comes to the intention that we have to get back at somebody. We don't know what that cop went through in his time on in the law enforcement field, or what his father went through, or what one of his siblings or whatever went through. It seemed like he was getting back at somebody that wronged him. Because like I said before, you don't just automatically just pull out your gun. And mind you, the body cam was on, and just take a life like that. Say if Miss Sonya Massey was mentally ill. We don't know this. Only a doctor can, say or not if a person is sick in the head. But say if she was, that will give him a reason to even more be cautious of him pulling out his gun. Because, I'm not right. Earlier on your live, you said something about, if y'all law enforcement, I don't care if y'all call, give y'all badge, speak on how you feel. I think I shared with you before on the live that I am now a law enforcement officer. Yes. And I protect and serve.
You are.
I ain't gonna give my badge though. I ain't gonna snitch to myself. I ain't going that far.
Well, let me ask you this though.
Yes,
are
sir.
you wearing a body cam?
All right. So they took it away because we had an incident where the body cam blew up on somebody and she got hurt. So
wow.
It's about to come back though. It's about to come back. Yeah, it's about to come back. And I promise you, as soon as I think that I'm in a use of force incident is going on off the rip. But getting back to this officer and his intentions, you can't trust most white folks. The same you can't trust a lot of us black people because we don't have genuine, sincere intentions when it comes to protecting and serving people. Me, if I was in that situation, and given the fact that I'm a female, I'm black, I'm pushing 40, because age and time in the field, that all matters. You have to look at the person and see if they're a real threat to you. When you see that they're not a real threat, then you have to use your next IPC skills and trying to calm that person down. Her yelling out, God, something, rebuke the devil, or the devil, I rebuke you. That was not a reason for them to pull their gun at all, or for that one person to pull their gun. And it takes me back to a situation that happened in the early 1900s with a lady named Mary Turner. She was in Georgia. Her husband supposedly was a part of a mob that killed this white farmer who was treating all the black folks bad back in, Georgia when they, first of all, slavery was abolished, but they never abolished it in certain places because the slaves didn't know that they was free. In this particular part of Georgia, the slaves were still working for, the master. Her husband was supposedly part of a group that killed a white farmer, and they killed the husband, lynched him, and then looked for her days later hung her, lynched her at a bridge, and sliced her baby up out her stomach. Wow. And one of the people out the crowd, of course white, came and stomped the baby's head, having its brains splatter everywhere. That reminded me of this cop that automatically seen the opportunity to inflict harm on somebody who obviously he hates. Because I'm assuming that if a person, I promise you, if that lady was white, that would not have went down like that at all whatsoever. He's seen that opportunity to end this lady's life and pulled out the gun, assuming that she was going to do something with that boiling pot of water, which I'm sure couldn't have did enough harm like that bullet did to her head. That person that stomped on that baby's head probably seen that child on the ground as a threat in the future, or to probably one of his sons or possibly grandsons in the future, and took that baby out without no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And that's sad. That's really, really sad.
Very.
And again, I believe somebody mentioned about us Black people don't look out for one another and we don't, be there. That is so true, because we're mentally enslaved still by the people that used to enslave us years ago. And we can't get out of that. And it's funny that this situation that came about, not situation, but this incident that came about with this lady losing her life, it's brought to the forefront by people like you and other people that is actually talking about it. But it's being spoke about. And I promise you, given the fact that that man, Big Crump, who I believe is an ambulance chaser, he looks after all of the situation that involved Black people and white cops killing Black people, he jumps on it. That's going to be another highlight story of the year, along with the presidential election and also the Olympics that's coming up. Because the Olympics always comes out every 4 years along with the president election, that is going to absolutely have people not think about the main importance of this country. And that is the election, not the Olympics, not all the killings that's going on that we obviously cannot stop, and it's not going to stop until people get it together and figure out that these white people, I don't want to say it too loud because my kids are in the next room, but these white people is always going to reign over us. And I'm not saying that they're going to reign over us, but that's what they're teaching us. That's what they're teaching us, that these white people are superior. And I love me some white people. I got white friends, not to sound like I'm the white person with Black friends, but I love all people. As long as you treat me the way I'm treating you, I'm going to love you regardless. But it's embedded, and it's been embedded since the 1700s. And it's sad. May that lady rest in peace.
Yes.
Sad to say she's not going to be the last. I hope she is the last travesty that happens amongst our people, but she ain't going to be the last because they out there. They out there in the blue suits, but wearing invisible capes over their face.
Wow. I appreciate you
that's
calling.
About it. Thank you for having me.
Not a problem. Miss Diligent.
Take care.
Peace.
Yes.
You take care, all right?
All right.
All right.
All right. Good night. Thank you.
Good night. You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Shouts to Miss Diligent. We're going to take one last caller. Peace.
Yo, peace, God. This is Mike from Harlem.
Oh, your
phone.
phone.
On a little...
Yeah, your phone
Hello?
breaking up, my brother. Your phone breaking up. You in a bad area?
Hold on. You hear me now?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. This is Mike. I tapped in before. We were talking about the Rick Ross shit with the Hell's Angels with Kendrick and then Drake. Okay. It's unfortunate what happened to this young lady, man. It's sad that she had to lose her life. God bless her family.
Yes.
What's going to happen is, I'm going to speak for the future. It's just going to tear the cops down. Every time this happens, people going to lose faith in police. So, they setting the new precedents for us to defund the cops. What we need police for, we call them for help, and they're killing us. You feel me? So it's like, what we need them for? And of course he's racist. Of course he's racist, bro. Like, you look at his picture. Does he look like he had any remorse?
Hell no.
That lady look like 150 pounds wet. Like, what was she gonna do with a pot, bro? You feel me? We gotta change things in this country, man. I mean, like, it kind of made me feel emotional just seeing the video. It was a trigger. My man sent it to me. I ain't really want to watch it. But in the future, what we need the police for, man? Just get rid of they're lining up for AI and all these robots to take over. I might sound crazy, but I'm trying to tell you, it's going to be bigger than that. Every time a cop kills somebody in this type of fashion, people are going to look around like, yo, we're going to agree to certain things like AI in the future policing us. Watch, bro. Watch. We're going to agree. Everybody's going to agree to that because they're tired of these police just coming and killing us. And then Trump wants to get in and give the cops complete immunity. Like, come on, Trump be talking some good stuff too, but like with talking that stuff, I don't know if he should be the president.
No doubt, my brother.
Giving the cops complete immunity, that means they're not gonna go to jail for doing stuff like this. You feel what I'm saying? But stay strong, my people out there. Shout out to MRecktv. Just keep praying, keep your head up to God. God is always watching. Salute. And peace. You heard?
Peace, my brother. Salute.
Copy.
Yeah, so on that note, y'all, I appreciate everybody calling in. Great show. And we'll tap back in with y'all maybe tomorrow. So if something else breaks tonight, I'll go live. But for the most part, I need everybody to leave those comments right now in the regular comment section on this live and, share this live, all right? Salute to y'all. Salute to the Rec Mob. Salute to SJ. Love is love. Double deuces and bubble gooses. Everybody be safe, all right? And support that Spooky Hours app in the Apple Store as well as the Google Play Store. And I'm working on something special for the app, so all the people who got the app, all right? I'm doing that right now. I'm going through a lot. Trust me. I had people that was a part of the fold. They're not a part of it no more. So, I had to regroup just to be honest with my supporters. But I got a lot of stuff that's going to be on the app. And shout out to everybody supporting the Patreon and, just all the supporters. Love is love. Leave those comments, though, and run it up. Support the app in the Apple Store, the Google Play Store. Watch the Knockout Kings of Comedy on Tubi, starring Reggie Carroll, Scruncho, presented by M.Reck and Rip. We'll watch that on Tubi. Run it up, y'all. It's on Tubi. It's on Amazon. You can also watch it on Cineverse and Fubo. Like, we on a lot of different networks. So go watch it on Cineverse. What's up? Foursome. It's a lot. So go just put the Knockout Kings of Comedy in whatever network you, I guess, subscribe to. Go watch it. It's on Amazon. It's on Tubi. It's on For Us, By Us Network. That's the Fubu network. It's on Cineverse. It's on a lot of different networks. All right? Run it up, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Love is love. Salute to SJ. We gone.